welcome back to another incredible episode of MTDCNC North America. And today, guys, I got another treat for you. I'm with my buddy Rich. We're with FactoryWiz. We're in front of a Doosan, and we're going to learn a little bit more about what FactoryWiz can do for you, spindle uptime, machine analytics, and so much more. But I'm going to let Rich, who is the expert, explain that to you. So Rich, thank you so much for being a part of MTDCNC.
Oh, this is great. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can tell, man. And your company, FactoryWiz, it's desired and needed by so many companies, but we need to convey that message to help a misunderstood part become more understood based on the testimonials that I'm hearing about FactoryWiz. So would you mind sharing a little bit more about what you guys do kind of from the ground up?
Sure. So FactoryWiz is a tool for monitoring machine tools, first and foremost, but also it's a platform for shops to enable communication between their operators and other departments, operators and each other, operators and supervisors, so they can get the information for what's happening down on the shop floor to the right person at the right time.
So if I'm thinking simply, kind of a reduction of tribal knowledge and gathering information where everyone can look at the exact same data?
Yeah, that's a good point. Everyone gets to look at the same benchmark, the same information, and things that slip by that maybe an operator knows and is really important, but it never makes its way into documentation or never makes its way up to the supervisor level. Those things get found and they get incorporated when you have eyes right on the equipment like we do.
Yeah, and if I incorporated FactoryWiz into my facility, right, I'm understanding what's going on a bit more with my machines instead of guessing like a lot of people do, right? What are some of the key attributes that FactoryWiz does with machine monitoring that maybe we haven't seen in other places?
Well, any machine monitoring system can tell you if the light is green or not, right? That's not the exciting part, we think. What really makes the difference is finding out why is the machine not running and how can you get rid of those reasons? How can you get the communication and the collaboration down on the shop floor to get something in and out of quality faster so the machine gets back to running? That's really where the exciting part is, I think. Beyond the basic information from the machine, getting the people to add that little bit of spice onto it so that it really gives you the big picture.
I think that's fair. I've also heard from other people, let's say, usually the ones on the shop floor doing the machining, that it's something looking at me and judging me all the time, right? But it's not about that. It's about bringing a group of people together to create a better work environment for everyone involved, instead of, maybe being worried that I need to keep a secret and redundantly making that same mistake and trying to hide it. And now we can go, look, we know it exists. Nobody's in trouble. Let's just fix it together.
Oh, absolutely. I have heard that same comment many times. Obviously, I've been in hundreds of shops, and operators have always said before the system goes in that they're concerned it's Big Brother or it's something that's going to be used to spy on me. And if you have management that thinks that way, there's no tool that really is going to make a difference. They're always going to think that way. But the truth is that once they actually start using it, they find that when you're telling management the whole story for what's going on, you spend this many hours waiting for that tool or this many hours waiting for the quality check. Really, it's backing up the guys on the floor for the things that they've been saying anecdotally probably for years, saying, here are the numbers that support what I've said. If we got another guy in the tool crib or we had more assistants over here in the QA department, this is how much more I could run the machine, right? So it's not really about blame at all. It's about identification and looking for a way to fix the process.
Yeah, I think that's important to convey. A lot of us, as a general human being, a lot of us fear change, right? We like to live in our comfort zone. We know what we know, and leaving that is a little bit difficult, but there are so many great new tooling components, whether it be, programming software, machines like the Doosan we're standing in front of, or tooling that's trying to keep up with the software and vice versa. FactoryWiz is one of those components that goes into that to make companies better and should be looked at as a massive attribute and not something to fear.
Right, yeah. I think it is actually the missing link between many of those things that you mentioned. Shops deploy these wonderful machines and they have incredible technology that helps them do their scheduling and keep track of their employees and the parts and the quality. But there isn't communication between those things until you have a system like FactoryWiz that actually knows how to plug in here and feed information to the ERP and accept information from the quality system. We help all of that gel together, so it really works.